got to do everything possible to see how they can climb up the table. They are currently 13th, not a bad number, but if they want to contest for continental slot, if they want to contest in the CAF Confederations Cup or the CAF Champions League next season, they've got to do better than they are. Salisu Yusuf, I tell you, has not been so impressive taking the helm of affairs with that particular team.
All right, Rangers International themselves have not been really good at home. Victor, I'm sure you must have put that into perspective during your analysis. They've played about 10 matches, exactly 10 matches at home. They've won 6 of them. They've drawn 1, and they've had 3 defeats, at home, amassing a total of 19 points as it is. And guess where they are? They are just the second to the last worst team on home form this season. Out of the 20 teams we have in the league, they are 19th.
But when it comes to of recent, it seems like they have been, since their 50th anniversary, that they did not celebrate. It seems like there's been some sort of rejig in this side. I mean, they did play at home to Adamawa United. They won Adamawa United. They played at home to Kano Pillars, the big Kano Pillars. They won Kano Pillars. Yes, they lost to Aqua United, but they defeated Jigawa Golden Stars. Look at their, even Almasri, when they played in the CAF Confederations Cup to Almasri, they played out a 1-1 draw. So of recent, it's more like there have been some sort of revitalization when it comes to playing at home. But then, well, statistics is statistics, facts is facts. This is the thing about Rangers International. But of recent, you want to say that if you look at their last 5 performances at home, you might want to cut them some slack.
Okay, all right. Cut them some slack. Victor Oria, he says. So, can you call the game Rangers International Katsina United?
2-1 Rangers International.
2-1 Rangers win for Victor. All right. Okay, moving away from that, let's head to the camp of the Super Eagles. I've already told you that we are expecting the what I was about to say World Cup, the AFCON qualifier between Nigeria and Sierra Leone, scheduled for March 27th at Delta States, and then likely, in my opinion, if you ask me, I'm beginning to have these feelings that things concerning international participation should be put on hold at the moment, just for precautionary sake. But that being said, there's a certain man who stands out, and it's like the rave of the moment, and the man is Odion Jude Igalo. Now, this is what ex-Manchester United defender Derek Brazil said about Odion Jude Igalo. I'm going to quote the man. Now, he says the games that he started in, the games that is common in, he's a center forward, out and out center forward. When a new player comes to United, especially one who's had a few doubts about him, like Igalo, the bits that he came on in the games, he held the ball up well, he brings people into play, and he always wants to get in the 6-yard box. Martial is different. As a center half, I'll prefer to play against someone like Martial, because you know that if you do give them a little whack from behind, then he's not going to try and recover that ball. Igalo, for me, is proving people wrong, and he took his goal. And he took his goal. I know it was only debut, but it was good to... I take that again. Igalo, for me, is proving people wrong, and he took his goal. I know it was only debut, but it was 2 good finishes. If you've just got Martial up there and you want him to hold the ball up so that the runners can get to him, you know he doesn't do. He'll probably do it 6 times out of 10. But with Igalo, from what I've seen, his percentage is more than that. You are talking 8-9 times out of 10, he will keep it. In summary, the man is saying Igalo is a better holder player than Anthony Martial. Now, here's what Kanu Nwankwo, ex-international from Nigeria, says about Odion Jude Igalo. Nigeria is every good player, no matter where they are playing or their age. If he performs in Manchester United, we will ask him to come back and tell him to forget what he said. This is football, and we have to watch and see how the situation would unfold. Not just Igalo. Nigeria needs whoever is in form. Okay. Now, here's what Michael Owen, former English player, said about Odion Jude Igalo. Igalo, look at his strength and awareness. I like him, I must admit. I think he's a great alternative. Are we not going to miss out on this man, in the Super Eagles squad? No, ex-internationals, pundits are saying things about this man that makes him look like extraordinary at the moment, playing for Manchester United. But Igalo was once asked about his the possibility of the man coming back to the Super Eagles. Here's what the man had to say.
We are human, because I got to understand that you can never say never in life. Because after the World Cup, I said never. I even swore but I'm not coming back to the Super Eagles. But I came back. So that's why I've learned my mistake. I will never say never in life. Even though it's not going to happen, but I will never say never in life. That's why I say you don't know what will come up tomorrow. For now, I'm not part of the setting anymore.
For now, I'm not part of the setting, but you can never say never in life. That's what Odion Gallo said some time ago when he was asked about the possibility of the man coming back to the national team, the Super Eagles. And like I said, ex-international pundits have said a lot about this man, how a good addition he is. I read up, was it Harry Redknapp, if I could recall precisely, said that Manchester United is a mix of two teams. Now, I'm not quoting him verbatim, but my understanding of what he said was that Odion Gallo and Bruno Fernandes, bring extra quality to Manchester United at the moment. And the man somewhat had a way of, attributing the recent form of Manchester United to those two players. And just so you know it, since Ighalo was signed for Manchester United, any match he starts, Manchester United have never lost. Victor, am I lying?
No, you aren't.
I'm not lying, right?
No.
All the matches the man has played, is either it ends in a draw or Manchester United gets to win. And he has scored in the Europa League. It's caught right there in that FA Cup encounter against Derby County. So are we not going to miss this man? I mean, are we not really missing the services of this man owing on his present form? Like one Kwakanu said, we need every player now who is in form. And Odion Gallo seems to be in form. We have AFCON coming up 2021. We also have, the World Cup in prospect 2022 in Qatar. Don't you think, with what the man is doing, that we should enjoy this man a little more before we let him go finally, Victor?
It's left for him. It's left for him to decide if he wants to make a return to the national team. But would he do that? He said he doesn't see himself doing it, but he can never say never. And that is a brilliant reply. He just gave persons the ability. Even Gennaro will be thinking, okay, they see a possibility of me bringing him back to the team.
Yeah.
And you want to say that this guy has a very good relationship with Super Eagles head coach Gennaro.
Yeah.
Gennaro might just be able to woo him back into the national team. But this is my issue. The reason why he left was because he wasn't performing, and all of a sudden he was being lambasted, insulted on social media, even down to his family. People were threatening his family just because he didn't perform as a lot of Nigerians expected.
Yeah.
It makes completely no sense, and all of a sudden he's doing so well, playing for Manchester United, and the rejected stone is now the chief cornerstone.
Victor,
everyone is heaping praises on Ighalo.
Victor, here's the thing. We keep saying Ighalo didn't perform. I think we've quickly forgotten that this man was the highest goal scorer in the build-up, in the qualifier to that AFCON.
And also in
that
AFCON.
if you he also finished as the highest goal scorer.
If you heard what I said he didn't perform as a lot of persons expected.
What did they expect
I don't know what
to do?
I really do not know, because this guy was, the highest goal scorer in the AFCON qualifiers, the highest goal scorer in the African Cup of Nations.
Yeah.
So a lot of Nigerians still were not just impressed. Even he started from the World Cup, and he said it, that at point in time he wanted to quit when he returned back from the World Cup in Russia.
Yeah.
They were, that one, I know that there were so many persons insulting him, that he's fat, he can't run, different things, and quite a number of persons just saying different things.
Yeah.
And then he was able to just shoulder all of that to play in the African Cup of Nations. He did that.
And he made a mark.
Made a mark for it. He was brilliant. That was the main reason why, I would tell you that's one of the main reasons why Manchester United actually got him. Because if you read all the if you're reading websites, football sites, and all of that, they would always state that this guy was the highest goal scorer in the African Cup of Nations, that had the likes of Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah, Riyad Mahrez, and also the qualifiers. I think that was just it was a big one for him. But then Ighalo returned to the national team. I do not see it happening. But then, never say never in life. Yes, Kanudi states that we need every single person who is currently in form, and I think we have. And
Ighalo seems to fit into that category, because it looks like the man is in form.
Yeah, but we also have Siri Desas, who is also in form. We have Kelechi Iheanacho, whose form is still in contention, but you want to say he's better than we've seen in the last 2 years. Okay. Yeah, almost the last 2 years for Kelechi Iheanacho.
But you cannot compare the experience that Ighalo have had to what Siri Desas as well as Kelechi Iheanacho.
True, but Ighalo is no longer in the national team. I think we need to state that.
He's no longer there, but
so are we going to be begging him to return? Or should we just let this guy, let's honor his decision. The fact that he has been able to go through so much, and he has come out to say he wants to quit. He did not do so in controversial fashion. Okay. He just says he wants to resign, and he let out his reasons. Let's honor that decision. We have some players who can get the job done. We have a Victor Osimhen who is doing so well for himself. Among the top 5 goal scorers in the French Ligue 1. I mean, it's let's just honor the fact that Odion Ighalo is no longer a player in the national team. Although if he gets to the point where he bad, I know eventually we'll now start Ighalo. But right now we're doing so well for ourselves in the national team. We have quite a number of players getting the goals. I mean, the competition right there up front is massive. You'll have a certain Dennis Bonaventure. You have
he's not even part of the team. He's not an integral part of the team
because he's injured at the moment. Right. You have Paul Onuachu, you have Cyril Dessers, you have Victor Osimhen, Kelechi Iheanacho. I mean, up front is...
He didn't call Simeon Nwankwo.
Up front, you want to say Simeon Nwankwo. So it just shows you how the competition that we're having up front. Okay. So let's just respect Odion Ighalo. Last, if we now want him to come back to the national team, not for the qualifiers. I mean... Not for the qualifiers.
Really? Yeah. Are you sure a lot of persons will not take that on a different angle? All right, Manchester United fan, I have this question for you. Now, if you did, in case now what this man, United defender Derek Brazil is actually saying is that Ighalo is a better hold-up player in front than Anthony Martial. The man is like, if he used to be a coach, he prefer Ighalo up front than Anthony Martial because Anthony Martial does not really do the hold-up thing. He says that if he's had 10 opportunities rather, he'll probably do a 6. But for Ighalo, if he had 10, he could do a 8, a 9 out of. And as a defender, he says he'll prefer to play against Anthony Martial. Why? Let me quote him directly. He said, where is it? Okay. Now he says, Martial is different. As a centre half, I'll prefer to play against someone like Martial because you know that if you do give them a little whack from behind, then it's not going to try and recover the ball. So yeah, do you agree with the thought of this man? And would you prefer your coach now being Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to give Ighalo the nod over Anthony Martial? Ighalo barely starts English Premier League matches, as it is this season. But he has featured in Europa League games as well as the FA Cup, of course, which he has proven is worth scoring in both of those competitions. So would you prefer Odion Ighalo to Anthony Martial up front right there? Let's head to the phone lines and get to hear your contribution on the show this afternoon. We've looked at Fatah show the possibility of giving the man the job on permanent basis. Do you think he merits that at the moment, going by his performance? And also talked about Odion Ighalo, what ex-internationals have talked about the man, as well as pundits, who are analyzing football, what they've said about the man. Do you think that we are going to miss the services of this man if we don't bring him back? At least enjoy him even for one more competition. It could be the AFCON or it could be the World Cup, and then finally have him quit officially. 0817-000-951 as well as 0810-9510951. Good afternoon to the Spot Live.
Good afternoon. This is Godfrey calling from Orazi.
Godfrey, go ahead.
Thank you. I just on my radio now and I hear you guys' conversation about Anthony Martial and John Ighalo.
Yeah.
I think Odion Ighalo don't have any, apart from the trend that he has, he don't have different with Anthony Martial. Both of them, they are the same striker.
You think?
And I think I would even prefer Martial ahead of Ighalo because Martial has more speed and skills more than Ighalo.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And for Nigeria Professional Football League, I don't hear anything that you guys discuss here, but I wish my Plateau United all the best. I think they'll win the Premier League.
Okay. They'll win the Nigerian Professional Football League.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Why did they postpone Arsenal match?
Okay, the reason why Arsenal match against Manchester City was postponed is because there is Arsenal players rather, and some officials had contact with the owner of Olympiacos and Nottingham Forest, who has tested positive for coronavirus, and so for precautionary measures, they deem it fit to postpone that encounter. Good afternoon to the Sport Live.
Reliance.
Lost him from Yenogua.
No, seriously. Greetings anyway to Victor. Seriously, when if you are giving Ighalo and Martial with your football knowledge, with your knowledge in this thing. No, seriously, will you pick Ighalo over Martial?
That question is for you to answer, Lawson. Lawson, that question is for you to answer.
Look, we are just waiting for Rashford to come back.
Okay.
That pace, right now, that midfield, because of Fernandes, you understand? There is that quick movement of the ball now, which is good for Martial and Rashford. You understand? They can easily get behind any defense.
Okay.
Easily. You understand? He's good when he's inside the 18. You understand?
Yeah.
He manages to give that killer pass. You understand? Inside the 18 is good. But to run, I don't think he can. No, Martial is too good for far ahead of Igalo.
Exactly.
We will use him for the smaller games. Then the Premier League games where we want to qualify for go to Europe, we will use Martial.
Which Europe, I beg? Which Europe? Which of the Europe?
To Europe now.
I hope not Europe in Africa.
Yeah, he's top 5 now. He's top 5.
Okay. You're looking at Europa League, Avi.
Which Europa now? Don't forget, it's no longer top 4. It's top 5. Man City is not going to get off that case.
Okay.
That appeal will not. They will not upturn it.
Lawson, don't get ahead of yourself. Let's wait until a final verdict has been given on that. Don't get ahead of yourself, Lawson.
Wait to you're sure if he wants the job, let him say he wants the job. He should stop pretending. He wants to be confirmed.
Okay.
Let him tell the Imba management to go back for. If it is me, I don't think he deserves it at all. Forget what Victor is saying. He went to he got to Ivory Coast. There was nothing there again for them to play.
All right, Lawson, thank you very much. Lawson, thank you.
I'm not even counting that one. So confirming. Thank you.
Lawson, thank you. Let's listen to other callers on the show this afternoon. Okay, unfortunately, we lost that caller. Do well to call us back if you can. We are talking about Fatao Shaw on the show this afternoon, as well as Odion Jude Igalo as a better option to Anthony Martial. Good afternoon to the Sport Live. Your name and location.
Good afternoon. My name is No Photocopy. I call from Unipo.
No Photocopy. Go ahead with your contribution.
Concerning Igalo, if all those Manchester United chieftains believe in Igalo the way they analyze about him, they should allow him to play the match 90 minutes. They should also allow him to play when a certain Rashford come back that has a community chance in their team. They should allow Igalo to play 90 minutes. Concerning Inyimba coach, I think I will not give him the job in permanent basis because Inyimba is one of the clubs that is well equipped in this country. They signed a 15